Yeah, it was sick. It was fucking. But we're out here at City Street Nights for the first one of the year, and they pushed it back 2 or 3 different times. They ended up canceling yesterday's event, just only had it today, Saturday. It was originally supposed to be first round was supposed to be at like 1, then they moved to 3, then they moved to 4, then 5. They started at like 6. And then there was an accident, and then there was a guy over the track down on the track. It took them like an hour to put the track up, and I didn't get any pass until maybe after I was here for 7 hours. Just standing around waiting basically the entire time.
Chris Backup for the win, Matt Ryan, and the little tracksuit show in the big end. Everybody was
And I ended up putting in, they have the 10 Soldiers Racing on a free $10,000 sponsor race. So they haven't made me pass in the truck this year yet. I put it in, put my truck in there just to get a test pass for stick shift. That's when I came here to race. So I went down there and raced this LS swap.
Hey, so we need the marker lights. We need a tail light, marker light of some sort on the rear car. We definitely.
But yeah, like I was saying before, dude on the phone over there was yelling.
Where's it at? Right there.
Yeah, so I ended up racing this pretty quick looking already. I've seen it before in events. And I just went out there to basically just make it just sort of test it for stick shift. And I go out there pretty much just wing a tune it, I think will take it. And I got
the dealer index now will be 8 or 735. 735. The 11 city index 11 or 735 now.
And I have a newer set of Mickey's like on Billy. The truck's changed a lot. Basically, the biggest thing that I've done that I had to do was put in the clutch.
Guys, it's always mine. Your index 11 city, now you're 7 to 35. The
now that I have the clutch in there,
25 index. Don't forget that when you come back out.
It's a changed truck. So, what ended up happening, obviously, I'm sure you'll see all this before this, but I did a wheelie, a good wheelie, mind you. Not even like some little 2-inch wheelie. It was a really, it threw me off for sure. And that was on the test pass. And I was just, driving it or whatever. It seemed to go all right, I guess. But then right after that, I was second to last pair of small tires. Right after that, they were going to do stick shift. I'm racing a S197. It seems to be boosted, stick shift car, obviously. And I'm thinking that it's going to be a pretty good race. We'll probably make it the same power, weigh about the same. So So we go up there and I raise the RPM a little bit, 2 steps, because it kind of borrowed a little bit on the, when it did wheelie a little bit, so I raised that a little bit. And go up there, pull in there, do the burnout, stage it. It does a little bit of a wheelie, but it's not as bad. It kind of drove out of it a little better. And I missed second, which was unfortunate, but it was what it is. And then I missed second, threw me off, so I missed third. And then that whole time, like, I'm seeing dude like inching towards me, and I'm just trying to get it into gear, and I got it into third. So there was only two cars in the stick shift class. So first event I go out, I do not one but 2 wheelies, and I win the stick shift class. My first win of the entire year ever racing, and I couldn't be any happier. This is the winners table we're all sitting at right now. Don't mind us. Well, we made it home really late last night. We got home at like 2:30. I literally just got up. And we didn't have any time to unload anything last night because everyone was so tired. We basically just came home and went to bed and started reviewing footage, a little bit of the footage. We ended up leaving the track, and we went to a Roosters, and we didn't get home, you know, like I said, like until super late. And this Roosters was absolutely disgusting. Like, it was really gross. And the food took like an hour and a half to get. Like, it was a total disaster. But everyone was really hungry, and we wanted to celebrate a little bit, so we went there. But it was a mess. Like, it was a mess. I'm gonna get this stuff unloaded here. Everything's completely filthy because of the fact that it rained like 2 inches on the way down there. It seemed like everything's filthy. I washed the truck's filthy. Washed trailer's filthy now. I washed that truck's filthy now. I probably should explain a little better what actually happened, why we didn't start racing until almost 7 o'clock, is that, you know, it rained like, I'd say like 2 or 3 inches probably Thursday and Friday night. And then they pushed it back because of they wanted the track to drain. And then it pushed it back, you know, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. And then they ended up having the Miami River coming across the end of the track just past the last shutdown. So we had to wait for that to come down, and then the wind, and it was just a mess. It took forever. And like I said before, I was too excited, so I didn't really get to explain this stuff very well. But, you know, there was a couple of accidents. There was an accident before we left. Like, it was a mess. It, like, a complete and utter shit show. Like, I'm just happy that, you know, I got some money out of the deal. You know, I did some wheelies, so that's cool. I'm glad I stuck around and, you know, stayed there for it. But yeah, it was an all-day affair. Like, we should have been home last night at like 6, 7 o'clock. We didn't get home until 2:30 because everything took so long. But the next video probably is going to be when we're in Texas for Jimmy Dale's small tire gangster race, and that's this entire reason of me going to the track was to get this thing ready for his race specifically, because I haven't made any passes in it yet. And now that it's getting nice out today, it's actually 60 degrees almost and sunny. I'm hoping I can get some more test passes in on this truck before we go down there, so I can make sure that we are good to go. And for anyone that doesn't know what this is, I'm sure people have seen what this is before, but it's a completely stock bottom end 6-liter. It's got 799 heads on it. It's got a BTR centrifugal blower cam on it. The newer body style truck intake.
It's on E85. It's got obviously the crown jewel here, the torque storm, as Bill would say. That's basically hasn't changed since last season. I put a clutch in it, and I put a fuel cell in the bed. Put the fuel cell back here. I took the fight tank out, put the battery back here, kind of making it somewhat more race car, but not that I can't even drive it, I guess. It's still really drivable. Like the fuel gauge still works, everything very cleanly done, just because it's how I like my shit to be. The fuel cell definitely was just because of the fact that it's easier, and just easier to just put, you know, two inline pumps, you know, right here on the frame versus putting them in the tank, because it's a pain in the ass. But 2 pumps inside the factory sending unit. So there's 2 400 liter per hour AEM fuel pumps, and then, you know, bam, there you go. Plenty of fuel. And I also changed the exhaust too. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but I made equal length. I did an equal length X pipe off the headers into the tailpipes back here. Definitely changed the way the truck sounds, like, tremendously. And I think personally it might make a little more power, but I don't know. That'd be hard to say if it did. Like I said, I'll be in Texas April 7th and 8th, and that's why I went down there. So yeah, I guess we will see you guys in Texas if anyone's curious in seeing me race. I'm planning on racing stick shift and the King Ka class, as he calls it. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. See you guys next time.